Let's gather for 15 minutes real quick and talk about Andre Onana. Um, you know, somebody messaged me this yesterday saying, yo, I liked what you did there with Andre Onana. Make sure you know, expand this conversation because it wasn't the main point of the conversation yesterday. It was a video basically that was, I mean, it was a show where we're talking about Manchester United's latest game. We're reviewing the game, right? And Man United versus Leicester. And you know, the Onana conversation happened. And if you're not there for that part of you know, that part of the show, it's okay because we're going to talk about the Andre Onana cycle. Well, we're going to talk about, is selling Andre Onana a top priority? Really? Is it really a top priority right now to sell Andre Onana in the summer? This is a conversation that is going to be ongoing because we are part of the we're in a big part of a rebuild, and in a rebuild, you got to figure out what's the problem and what's not the problem. So, yeah, my name is Botswana Puppy. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's cue the porn music.
Football Power Hour! Winning it again for Manchester United.
Well. Big up to you if you're just joining in. This is going to be the shortest stream of the week, matter of fact. I'm trying to do this on Tuesdays and Thursdays and do 30 minutes or less. But this one is going to be even way less than that because the conversation is direct. It's straightforward. It's a simple question that I also want to pose in the form of a poll. So if you're not able to comment on this or like call in on this, this is an opportunity for you to just make your voice heard through a poll. Is selling Onana really a top priority right now? Should we make sure that we sell Onana in the summer? Matter of fact, if I pose the question that way, it makes it feel like it's the thing is, guys, if it's yes, yeah, we should sell him. We need to sell him. It's a top priority. Then the conversation is is that. But like the thing is, there's many areas in the club that needs fixing, that needs reinvestment, and I am wondering if that which area do you prioritize the most? Say, for example, it's either you get a new striker or Onana goes. Which one would you go for? We know that Man United need to invest in a striker. Say another left back or Onana goes. So there we go. Okay, let me make it this way. Would you sign Onana instead of an additional wing back, for example? I'm trying to make this question a little bit more pressing. I don't know if you guys are getting where I'm going with this. I'm trying to think it through as I'm talking. But so if you have a better way of phrasing it, short answer yes, long answer yes. Oh. Instead of bringing in another player, there we go. Another outfield player. There we go. Boom. Yes or no? These are the options, guys. Please let your comment, let your voice be heard. Would you sell Onana this summer instead of bringing in another outfield player? We need a striker. We need a midfielder, Ericsson replacement, Casemiro replacement. You know, if Casemiro leaves also this summer, which is highly unlikely. But this is the question for the day. Would you sell on another summer instead of bringing in another outfield player? Yes or no? The poll has been posted. Please chime in with your opinion. I want to go back to how it all started, where we began really quickly, just to do a quick little speed through of the situation. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. The link is in the chat if you want to call in and let your voice be heard verbally. Remember, an article by a guy called Ewan Murray in 2023, he said, why would Man United want Andre Onana? Yes, the article is entitled Why Man United Would Want Andre Onana. These are the guys that were selling us the idea of Andre Onana, you know, because Onana to Man United was rumored is close. Inter Milan are gonna agree, and everybody was coming out with the all the ITKs were coming out with this is why Onana is going to boost Ten Hag squad. This is why Onana is going to be needed. Let's look at this little paragraph that I was laughing when I read this just before the show started, and I was like, oh my goodness. Listen, Onana, one of the key reasons why Erik Ten Hag is keen to add Onana to his squad is due to his goalkeeper's technical prowess. The stopper is very comfortable with the ball at his feet, and he's a great distributor. He attempted just over 36 passes per 19 Serie A last season, while De Gea averaged just over 27 in the Premier League, with Onana also boasting a 10.2% better pass accuracy. Wait, incredible. They sold us a dream. They sold us a dream. And then they went on to say, this guy in this article says, Onana can more efficiently implement Ten Hag's passing philosophy at Old Trafford. Last season in the Champions League final perfectly exemplified the goalkeeper's technical talents. First and foremost, Onana is there to keep the ball out of the net, something he does very well indeed. He has kept 104 clean sheets in his senior career at Ajax and Inter, averaging a shutout approximately every 2.5 games. Last campaign, he boasted a 76.4% save percentage, showcasing his sharp reflexes and strong hands. Strong hands. These guys sold us a dream, man. And everybody, all the tacticals were running with it. Andre Onana is what we need. We will attack better. Where are they now? Campos says, and De Gea needed to go. Sure. But they really made De Gea needing to go as we need Andre Onana. That's part of the conversation today. So I just want to have a quick little, actually, oh my God, we're almost at 10 minutes. Let's bring in men like Pavan here. Was Andre Onana really a top priority for this summer? Big up, Pav.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He has to go, blood. He has to go.
Hear this out. Hear this perspective. Onana is playing bad because, the other players around him are also bad. The players in front of him are bad. He was brought in to help us with building up from the back, and was
he's failed to do that. What's he done with his footwork? Because every time this guy tries to play a long ball pass, it goes to the opposition. When he tries to do the short passing thing, it's majority of the time suspect. The man can't save. The man can't dive quick enough to save his life.
It's easy.
We got catfished with this guy.
For your goal kick not to look like a turnover and possession when you don't have a proper target man, bro. Like, we know, come on, like Onana hasn't had a proper
bro. No, you're doing the excuses like KG does with Xerxes. Basically, when your keeper, hold on, boss. When your keeper has made more mistakes than David De Gea in his entire career in the space of 2 seasons, what does that tell you?
it tells you that he's coming into a team that's
No,
turbulent.
no, no, no. And he's supposed to be pretty much in his prime at his age, right?
Yeah,
And he's been at Ajax. He's been at Inter Milan where
yeah.
he obviously
And
won
you heard
something.
104 clean sheets from Inter Milan and Ajax.
Yeah, but since he's come here, he has not shown the qualities that he was brought in here to do. The footwork's been bad, bro. The mistakes have been bad. Yeah, I can't have a keeper going into a new season with them mistakes. Now, I don't believe we're gonna bring in a top keeper. That we're gonna end up splashing another 40 plus mil for. I think what they'll do is they'll bring in someone a bit younger, maybe around 10 to 20 million, and they'll hope that he turns into something and we can let go of Onana. But I don't believe they will sell Onana in the summer, but they'll bring in a keeper who will replace Onana maybe the following season. But I can't, I'll be honest, I can't stand another season of watching Onana. I do, you know, when you don't have the trust in your
Yeah,
keeper to do anything.
yeah. I know
And
exactly
it's
what.
not about the team being bad because our team, yeah, our forwards, midfield, and defense, yeah, for the past 12 years was horrendous.
Yeah,
There, obviously, majority of the time it was horrendous, right? But
yeah,
yet, David De Gea bailed us out time after time. What's
yeah.
this man done?
So he's been in the top 5, top 6 of clean sheets in the Premier League the last few
What does
seasons.
top five, top six mean? It means nothing. If you're not number one, it means nothing.
So a part of it, obviously, we know centre backs have been.
Bro, look, I can see from your face, man. Even you don't believe what you're trying to do,
No,
man.
no,
Come on, man.
I'm just
Give
looking
yourself a
at
slap, man. Look at your face, bro. Go on, no. Look at
it.
your face, man. Even you are you're trying so hard to try and believe your bullshit coming out your mouth. You're trying
No.
so hard,
I'm
man.
trying to look at it from Onana's perspective because everybody hasn't done that. Everybody has just been looking at it from like, Onana is shit. And he does own up to his mistakes. He does exude, like when he's on his. Bro, yesterday we were talking about this Onana cycle, saying that these moments where he actually does really good and like you see like saves that like keep you in a game. Of course he has mistakes in him, of course, like David De Gea also made mistakes in him, but some of those mistakes, if you try and figure out what's the psychology behind those mistakes, it's because there is not enough when your teammates are not giving you confidence.
It's got nothing to do with psychology, bro.
No,
Bro. When you're talking psychology, the only time you can refer that to is Karius, because ever since he made them two blunders in the UCL final, that guy's
yeah,
been finished
he's been
since
finished.
that
Yeah,
day. Yeah, so you can't use that against Anana. This guy comes in, yeah, every week, giving it the big uns, yeah, talking the big uns. But he constantly makes the mistakes, and then he'll have a few clean sheets, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, he's turned the corner, blah blah." And then guess what? My
yeah.
man's getting chipped off a street off a corner, bro.
I Pav. The thing about it is like you're not considering it
Come
from the
on,
fact that
boss.
he's
Are
the
you telling me
defensive
if
line.
there's a chance here to
Yeah.
get a quality keeper
Okay.
in the summer, are
Yeah.
you not taking that chance?
No. I'm not. I hear what you're saying, and I'm not passing that chance. I'm going for.
I
There's,
think if we sell
yeah.
Onana, yeah, for about
Yeah.
20 to 25 million to someone else and
Yes.
use that money to bring in someone younger, I'm happy, yeah, to bring in
Okay.
someone younger, someone with a bit of physicality who's going to improve like David De Gea did, yeah.
Yeah.
But bro, I see no future of Onana. I tell you now, we're gonna get the same stuff every season with this guy here. He'll have a few good games, but then he'll have like maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 bad games in a row, and then it'll be two good games again. Right? That's the cycle with this guy.
Yes. Okay. The thing about it is like for me, I'm trying to see if you know how when you defend, there's a unit, and if like the front four in front of you, you're not able to build the chemistry with them. They're not consistent or available enough for you to actually start showcasing what we brought you to Manchester United for. Then it's a little bit unfair from his point of view to say, like, listen, you're rubbish, you're having, there's a little bit of that. He deserves a little bit of grace in that way because, bro, he's basically top 5 clean sheets Premier League the last 2 seasons, and even right now in a bad moment in one of our worst seasons ever, he's 5th or 6th in clean sheets, and that
Again,
means that not
bro, that means
totally
absolutely nothing.
No, Pav. It means he's not totally crap.
Unless you're top 1,
Yeah,
especially the goalkeeper thing. I would have given you it if he was a defender or a midfielder or a striker. But when you're just a keeper, unless you're number 1, it doesn't mean anything.
Pav, you don't
Bro,
get
it doesn't mean anything because look, he's been part of the problem why we were 15th, bro. Because of his mistakes. Him getting chipped straight off a corner, bro. Him making mistakes. Him last season, people chatting to him on a corner and him letting the ball in because he's too busy chatting to people and letting people get in his head. His distribution has been awful, bro. When people were gunning for David De Gea's head and then found out Onana was on his way,
yeah.
All they did was talk about this man's distribution, but his distribution been crap. Look at the other day. Which game was it? Was it a Sociedad game or the Leicester game? Someone passed him the ball back. Yeah, well, the ball was coming back, and this man just come out of nowhere. I think it was the first leg of Sociedad. Actually, I can't remember, but it was that mad thing that happened. I think it was between him and Heaven. Bro, this is what I mean. This guy is clumsy. Bozo gene. He has the bozo gene, bro. Come on. You can't do this. I'm sick and tired of the fans,
yeah.
Trying to give people second chances. KG's done it with Xerxes. You man are doing it with Xerxes. Now I'm hearing one goal, now everyone's doing Hoyland prop. Bro, what is going on? What is it with people, want to give people not second, third or fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh chances, bro? Why can't we start getting rid of these players and start bringing in actual people who can do the job? What is it that you lot like that you want to go back?
Listen,
you lot would allow your missus to cheat on you and you lot would run back. This is how I see you lot.
No, not red table talk now. Listen. This is, I think it's like this. We're in a rebuild. We can't shop like 11 players in the summer. That's impossible. But
who's talking about we're having to shop 11 players?
No, but we have to prioritize some areas on the pitch right now.
So what are you prioritizing? Because I believe this club's going to probably make 5 or 6 signings anyway, because you've got free agents leaving, so that's going to free up wages. And I would have said if these players were still here, I reckon we still would have probably signed 2 or 3 players. But I reckon we're signing 6 players. If I tell you what I want to see, you tell me what you want to see come in. I want to see a goalkeeper come in. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Because Bayende will probably leave.
Yeah.
And they'll probably keep Tom Heaton around anyway. So Johnny Evans is leaving. Maguire's 50-50 because no one can actually tell me if this guy signed an extension or not. So he's probably leaving.
Yeah.
Lindelof is leaving. So that's 3. Plus Bayende, that's 4 leaving. Casemiro is probably 50-50. Ericsson is leaving, so that's 6 players already.
Lindelof.
Who else we're talking? Forget Luke Shaw. Malasia's on loan, so he's possibly could leave in. So possibly 7. Yeah. Delo will probably stay. Mazarawi will probably stay. What other midfielders we got?
So we've got what? Eric's. Oh, we mentioned Eric.
I've mentioned everything. So Bruno, Kobe,
Bruno Ugarte,
and Kobe,
Collier.
They're probably staying.
And Casemiro is not gonna get.
No, I said Casemiro. I said 50-50 in it.
Yeah.
And then your forward, you've obviously got Rashford who's gonna go.
Yeah, Anthony,
Sancho will probably go. So you've potentially got between 6 and 9 players who are probably going to go because of either their contracts ending or obligations that are there with other clubs, innit? So you're telling me that there's not enough room to bring in other players. We're probably going to bring in 6 players, right? Yeah, it could change. Depends if we get European competition next year or not. Because if we don't, then we'll probably won't have a big enough squad. But obviously, the competitions you need to have a big squad if you're in Europe.
Of
So
course, of course.
say like if you've got 6 players, then there's enough room there to bring in a keeper, especially if Bayern there goes, and that's where if Bayern there goes, you bring in probably someone who's in there like maybe under 24, 25,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you need to hope that this guy is going to be the one who is going to become first choice keeper. That's in my opinion anyway. Whether
mhm,
it's bringing back Kova, but I don't know how he's been at Leverkusen.
yeah. Or Zion Suzuki, that
No,
goalkeeper.
I don't know. No one's heard from that guy ever since we were linked from him, so I assume he's shit. Um,
No,
so that's a keeper. Then I want to see another 2 centre backs come in, and I want to see another left back come in because you can't rely on Dogu all
you,
season.
bro, you
To
talking
stay-
about a mass migration path? I don't even see
Bro,
that.
we need it. Bro, we need it. We need this, man. We need mass migration, bro.
So,
Executive Trump order, bro.
okay,
And then I
so
want to see, and then I want to see a midfielder come in. I want to see like a midfielder come in. Then I want to see a striker and 2 10s. So that's probably like 6 or 7 players.
okay, all right. Yeah, no, I hear you. I think that's a wish list type situation, but the reality is like we're going to see maybe maximum 5 incomings, 4 to
You
5.
can't because if there's going to be like between 6 and 9 departures, you can't just have 5 incoming. You'd be really short.
Okay, doctor is asking. So, which goalkeeper are you saying you're recommending then?
I'll be honest, I don't know. I was just while you was talking at the beginning, I
Yeah.
went on to transfer market and I was having a look at what free agents are there in terms of goalkeepers. No,
Mhm.
but then it defeats what I just said. They're not going to bring in someone who's going to cost 40 million plus, and that guy's going to cost you about 50 to 60. I could tell you that now. Um, there isn't anyone who's a free agent. I'll be honest. So we're going to have to pay in between 20 to maybe like 10 to 20, 25 million. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what? Arsenal got David Raya for 25 mil. So there might be keepers within the Prem, maybe like the Brentford keeper,
Okay.
or
Yes.
even the Brighton keeper who's there now. I can't remember his name. He's Dutch, but you're gonna have to look at someone like that, or even from another league.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
like Costa
All
at
black.
Porto is going to be out of our price range. Oh,
Yeah.
Black, bro, you might have to forget the guy's probably like I think he's around hitting his 30s or something, but.
Yeah, but goalkeeper longevity is different from outfield player. Oh,
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean. Black, you're not gonna get for cheap.
yeah, yeah.
Like I'm
So
talking of, like you're gonna have to find a David Raya for around that much money. At the moment, like I don't really know. Like I think there's a couple of Spanish keepers in Liga BBVA, but who you might be able to get for around that much, and at least some of them Spanish keepers know how to distribute properly. But I can't stand another season with Onana. See, look, Black
all
is
right.
32. If he was a
So
free agent, which
yeah,
he's not,
yeah.
then yeah. But I think he's pretty much signed to like Madrid for a fair amount of time. But bro, like we need a keeper. We can't do this every year, man. We've done this for 2 years. 2 years, it's like for the
Okay.
third year, you're asking for a heart attack, bro.
I hear you. We get a striker, we get a midfielder, and then the question is, would you rather get another like defender or would you rather get another goalkeeper? What are you doing?
We need all of it. What you just said, it's not
No,
or
if it
it's all of
becomes
it.
either or, Pav, pick one.
Because it's impossible. What you're saying is not going to happen. It's not going to be all. You have to. We're losing 3 centre backs in the summer,
But
then you've got.
listen,
You have to understand what I'm saying. I thought this all through.
yeah,
We've got 2 left backs here,
okay.
in Shaw and Malacia.
Mhm.
One's already gone because he's not good enough, and the other one's too fat and injured all the time. So that leaves Dogu. You can't expect Dogu to play every game of the season.
No, No.
So you were going to have to bring in another left back, and that Aina from Nottingham Forest, yeah, is a free agent in the summer, and he's 28. So maybe if we can get him on a low contract, that could help. But I like Kirkis from Bournemouth. I really do like that guy,
Okay.
and Liverpool fans are desperate for him. So
Yes.
if we can
Yes.
bring someone like that in, because like I said, we need a squad, but we can't just bring in dead players to fill in gaps.
Yeah.
Centre backs, we need 3 centre backs because Leacher, I think he's finished. The amount of injuries he's getting, that
Mm.
guy's finished. So you can't trust him. He's gonna have to hold bench, be a rotation player.
All right.
Hopefully, Heavens hasn't caused too much injury where it hinders his career. So he'll be around. The Lit's
Oh,
around. Euro's about, but that's all we've got. So you need to bring in 2 centre backs, and that's where I think they won't do anything with the right back position, the right wing back, and it will be Delors and Maz.
okay. I hear you, Pav. I hear you. I feel like it's a very wish list like type situation, but you said you've thought it through. But the
No,
owner
but this is what I mean. You
would
lot
have
want me to be
run out of
optimistic
money.
here with people like Onana, but why can't you be optimistic when I say I do believe that the club is going to bring in all these positions, fill in these gaps?
I want to be optimistic, but our owner said, bro, by November would have been broke,
I
like
know, but this is
homeless.
why. But this is the thing: when you're losing players on big contracts, Ericsson's on a big contract,
Sure.
Maguire's on a big
He's having
contract,
a lot of money. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Casemiro's on a big contract, Rashford's on a big contract, Sancho's on a big contract.
Sure.
Um, who else did I mention? That's Lindelof's probably on like 100 and something a week.
Yeah.
So you're losing a lot of players here who are on big wages, but you're going to be bringing in players who are not going to be on big wages because
All
these
right.
lot won't make that big mistake again. And if someone does come in on a big wage, it's because they are a big brand like an Osman.
Okay. Okay. I hear it, Pav. I hear it. Big up yourself. Thanks for sharing this time with us and your opinions too. And we'll see what happens in the summer. But
In a bit, in a bit.
big up, Pav. Yeah, he says it. He said the Onana cycle. It's like he was there for the stream yesterday when we talked about it. You remember the Onana cycle for the people that were here? Like, boom, he's in his no mistakes phase. And then he'll give you while he's in his no mistakes phase right now, he'll give you a good save, a good penalty save, or save from open play that makes you go, hold on, okay, we have a goalkeeper here, and then the Bozo moment happens, and then he costs you the game, the important game, or a cup, or a Champions League, whatever, and then he gets back to his no mistakes phase again. So this is precisely where we are with Andre Onana at the moment. Let's hear the opinion of men like Josh and close up the show with Josh. Big up, broski.
Yo, thanks for having me, man. How are you doing? It's been
Wow,
a while.
man, we're here discussing Onana. Is he a top priority? You heard Pav,
Yep,
what Pav was saying. What do you think?
yep. I kind of completely agree with Pav. And these days, I agree with him almost every time, like he says something. Honestly,
Yeah,
but I hear it. But the thing
yes,
is, between the difference between Pav and I is I'm way more pragmatic and realistic, in the sense I'm sure he is too. Like,
yeah,
but and he what he's talking about is what we need, right? And what
yeah.
needs to happen. But what I'm gonna talk about is the fact that I don't trust Ineos. And we know what our budget is like. We know what our revenue situation is like. Some of us,
Mhm.
at least. And like, so if I'm going to be pragmatic, and I know we're broke, and I know we're still going to be paying 80 to 90 million come this summer for the players
Mhm.
that are still here. So half that budget is already gone. So how are we going to bring people in? You know what I
Mm.
mean? And Pav may
Mhm.
be right that
Ye-
that players like Sancho need to go,
Yes,
Casemiro needs to go, Rashford
yes,
needs to go. I'm just looking at three of them, and out of the
yes,
three, Casemiro has the most chance to leave because I know Saudi will come in and buy him. But
yeah.
who's buying Sancho, by the way? The fact that Chelsea still want to send him back to us, it's a shame
It's
for a
it's
guy
a
like him to
yeah.
for a guy like him to be tossed around like this and no club wants him. Even Dortmund didn't buy him.
It's
You know
giving Johnny van de Beek trajectory.
exactly. It's to be passed around like that. It's insane. So
Yeah.
who's gonna buy these guys? And if we're not proactive about them, if 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 guys like Rashford and Sancho are are still at the club by the end of July, August, it feels like we're going to be screwed because we're not going to be able to sell them. And if we
Okay.
can't sell them, it means we're not going to bring anyone in. I want to know what the penalty is, because I don't have the numbers on that. I'll be honest, because I'm not this financial guy, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. I don't know what the penalty will be if Chelsea turn away from the Sancho deal. Do
From
you
the
know what it is?
obligation. Yep. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but it'll be the one of the first deals I ever heard where you can buy your way out of an obligation. you know.
Yeah, because what I think is it's most likely that we're gonna have um 25 million if Chelsea buy him. But what if
Yeah.
they don't? And then what is the fee on that? But I
Yeah.
actually put out a list of outgoings recently in the chat, and I know guys like Lindelof needs to go, Evans need to go, Shaw
Yeah.
needs to go, Ericsson needs to go, Rashford needs to go, Anthony will be sold obviously because of the wages. But the way he's performing, he's one of those guys who will actually bring in some funds for us.
Yeah.
So
No,
you
I
know,
I hear what you're saying, Josh, and to get like a straight answer from you. So selling Onana is a top. I understand it's a priority, but is it a top priority for you this summer?
yeah. For me, actually, he's not much of a priority because I have other positions I need to.
There
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
go.
I have
Okay,
a, I have other positions I think that need
speak
to be
on it.
sorted out. The striker needs to come in. The
Okay,
Especially the tens need to come in because we're
come on.
sinking. We need the tens, and I don't think many people speak on this fact, but we need a proper
Yeah,
midfielder, bro. We need someone who's going to be playing with Bruno, who can
yeah,
rotate for Ugarte, because see
yeah,
the type of player Ugarte is, right? Like,
yeah.
he'll run around for you, he'll get you the ball, but he's not that guy to actually ball out from the midfield. There's no
No,
creativity
he's not
that
gonna
comes from there.
carry. He's not gonna really distribute properly and give
Exactly, and I
and
need a
Richie stuff.
midfielder there. Yeah,
Yeah.
so if I'm going into the summer, immediately bring in a guy like Edison for me, bring in a Cunha for me, bring in Kubo. I don't know. I can just name you players like that. Bring in
Mm,
Turkey, bro. Bring in Turkey. I need a dribbler. Like, we need people like these players. I
yeah.
need the tens. I need the midfielders. Pav
Yeah.
is right. I was also talking about defenders. By the way, Aiden Heaven is injured now. I
Yeah.
don't think, even I believe Licha is the kind of player that we might be looking to sell because of his injuries. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
you have to be able to rotate with him. So
Yeah.
I know we're not supposed to be let's not talk about Branthwaite, but we need another defender. You know, and look at
100%.
the way these players. So that's what I'm saying. And right wing back is needed as well.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, but I
Yeah.
mean, it depends, because if you bring in a 10, that means you're playing somebody on the right 10. So where does Ahmad play? Does Ahmad play right wing back? And
Mm,
then what if he gets injured? Are we going to see Delo all the time? So
true.
these are the positions for me that are on priority. Onana, I feel he might last another season under Amarim, then he can go the next season, unless there is a situation where we can talk about players who want to leave.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
if the right if the right club comes for Onana and they want to buy him,
Then
fair enough. Fair enough. We can do
I
that, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Josh, for your
You're
time and
welcome,
your
man.
opinions, my
You're welcome.
brother. Big up yourself. And he says, yeah, selling Onana is not his top priority. He's not even a priority. Other positions matter first. Guys, unfortunately, we've passed the 38-minute mark. And Doctor, I see you backstage, but please let's chat later or tomorrow. I have to make sure that I honor my word and end the show now because I have to be at work. But big up to you. Let your opinion be heard, and let's look at the poll as we close the show really quickly to see what the poll said. Because even if you don't get a chance to verbalize your opinion, you can at least participate in this conversation through a poll. And how many people voted? Oh my God, almost 15 votes. And the question is, would you sell Onana this summer instead of bringing in another outfield player? 80% went with yes. 20% said no. So definitely Josh and I are in the minority. I think we need to, like, in a rebuild, we need to identify the problem. And Onana at the moment is not the immediate problem. He is something to fix, but I don't think he is the first thing we should fix. The poll disagrees with y'all, says Vegeta. Hey, it is what it is. To each their own. Everybody got a right to their own opinion. Big up, Ronald. Sorry I couldn't bring you in as well, by the way. And Doctor, we're gonna talk about this further again, especially because summer is around the corner. Anyway, kindly don't forget, hit the like button.
Football Power Hour.